Hello there, guys. So today, guys, I want to share with you a video with you on how I'm going to use the car soap and how effectively we can use it, and show you how I'm going to wash the car today as well. So um, I'm going to use one of those car soaps, which whatever you use, it doesn't really matter with this kind of method that I'm using. And let's start with the fact that I'm not going to use any buckets today. All I need is 5 liters of water, believe it or not, for the whole contact wash. And what I'm going to use today as well is this 5 microfiber wash mitts. You can use them, well, there are two sides to them, so each side you will have to use. So you wipe down one side, and as soon as you feel it's dirty, you switch to the other. The 5 washmints will, each washmint will allow us to wash each section of the car. I start with the top and the windscreen, then the front of the car, the bonnet and the bumper, and one for each side and one for the back of the car. So it's pretty simple than that. Alternatively, as well, which I think even better, you can use these. I think this is about up to 500 GSM microfiber, like towels or cloths, whatever you want to call them. They're good for cleaning a car as well. I've used them before. The only thing is, I only have this one particularly, and you also have these, but these are more made for buffing or waxing the car. The fibers are quite thin, so I wouldn't really. I used them in the past to wash the car as well, but they're just not as soft, or like this would be. But typically, these kind of microfiber towels are very safe because they have these intricate fibers here, and they're really good. They're really soft and gentle when it comes to collecting the dirt. So okay, we're gonna wash the car with this. So first of all, this is just 5 liters of tap water. There's no distilled water or anything like that. And what we're gonna do next is we're gonna measure out our car soap. So typically, you can pick any car soap of your choice. You have rinseless wash, which I recommend a lot. If you have no car soap at all, I would recommend rinseless wash. Doesn't matter which one you use. ONR or this rinseless wash from DIY Detail. However, I like this one as well. They're both great products. All of these car soaps are great. This one is highly concentrated. It's from Bill Hamber, and it's quite good for cleaning, for degreasing as well. All of them, the rest of them, apart from this one, are more, and this one as well. This is actually a car soap with abrasives. So apart from these three, they all more or less like pH neutral, safe for your wax surfaces or whatnot. But this is another topic. And basically, what I do is I can just pick use this product, because I know that if you convert it to metric units, it's about 50 milliliters of product you need for 10 liters of water. But we're going to use 25 mil of product because we have 5 liters of water, and we're just gonna pour in. You know what? I even add an additional five milliliters. This was probably overkill. I've added 35 or 40 milliliters, but 30, 25, or half of it will be enough. So I will stir this up. I like using rinseless wash, and additional today, I will also use my surface prep on the car, just to strip the paint down and add some wax to it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna deep this in, and 5 liters of water is more than enough to make them soaking wet. You probably can use even less. You can use 4 liters, and especially if you use these, you only need 3 liters if you use them 4 to 5 of these per car. This method is just maybe for more people that do their car on their own, not for professionals, because professionals tend to do a lot of cars during the day, and they're definitely not going to go for 5 minutes, I'm pretty sure, but it depends. You can rinse them off and reuse them again, I suppose. But after I'm done with these, they're going to go straight into the washing machine. So there you go. You have 5 wash mitts that are pretty much, see, they're soaked in and they're dripping. Uh, that is all I'm going to use today. And they're highly concentrated. The pluses of this method is you always put a highly concentrated dosage of car soap on your panel every time you put a new wash mitt on the panel. You don't dilute it down, you know, when you dip it in the bucket. You're not using the 2 bucket method. This is safe because you don't cross-contaminate the wash mitts, and this is very, very effective because you introduce a fresh layer, a fresh car soap each time you wash the car. So this is pretty basic. You can do it with any car soap. The only difference with rinseless, obviously, because you have to kind of rinse these products off. However, I sometimes tend to add like 10 mils of rinseless and perhaps, like, depending on what car soap dilution they require, to this amount of water. I add a little bit of rinseless so it doesn't foam up. And then I can just, you know, I don't have to rinse the soap off, and I'm just go straight into, you know, washing the car. So straight into drying the car. And yeah, this is pretty simple, pretty basic. So we're gonna go within what I would recommend with rinseless, with this method, using this microfiber. If you're a rinseless guy, you can, this method is definitely will be good for you. If you pre-treat the panels, again, I will do a pre-wash with Bill Hamber, what do you call Bill Hamber touchless. I will do a pre-wash with that, and this reduces the risk of any dirt coming in between contact with this significantly. And yeah, so we're just now going to get into the wash and see how it goes. So this is 25 liters of water I'm going to use for the wheel arches, and for the pre-wash. My pre-wash solution here, which is Bill Hamber touchless. I've dunked these there so it's easier for me to carry, and this is all what we really need to do a full wash on this car. There's a lot of traffic film. You can see brake dust here, a thick layer of it actually. I think these are being resprayed. Yeah, this hasn't been washed for a couple of weeks. A full pre-wash. So I took it out of the bucket. It's slightly dripping, so we're just gonna squeeze it all out onto the surface, just not to lose the car salt. And now we're gonna go collect the dirt. The amount of product I have in here is quite a lot. And it glides through the surface. It's very, very slick. So I've used one side on the bonnet, and then I'm gonna go down with the other clean side. I'm gonna do the whole lower side of the car. The pre-wash did a really nice job. Virtually no dirt left, no leaves or anything like that left behind. The car is wet. I'm gonna use a surface prep to degrease the surface, and then I'm gonna apply some wax on it and show you the finishing results.